Captain Arūnas Jurgaitis is heading north at 24,000 feet over the Baltic Sea towards Finland. His Lithuanian transport plane, a Spartan C-27, is about to lose radio contact with air traffic control.
We now speak to the ATC, but when we fly into the Finnish territory, we stop to speak to any ATC, and we will just fly silently.
The crew is simulating a loss of communications, something which could happen to a regular passenger flight. In such a case, air traffic controllers would be unable to guide the aircraft safely to the ground. Sending up fighter jets to make contact would be the fastest way to find out what's happening on board and to assist the pilots to a safe landing. This is the scenario at the 11th Baltic Region training event. The annual event is aimed at training the pilots and controllers of NATO nations and partner countries in common air policing procedures.
For every country is very important air police, and if we cannot provide by ourselves, NATO is providing for us, and we are also contributing. Like our flight today, we are participating in this exercise in for all regions, not for only Lithuania, for Latvia, Estonia.
Captain Jurgaitis says the three Baltic states don't have sufficient jets to police their own airspace. That's why NATO provides this capability for them. Various alliance members have been doing so on a rotational basis since 2004. The current agreement runs until the end of 2018. For the Chief of Staff of the Lithuanian Air Force, it's a good example of NATO's smart defense concept, which encourages allies to pool and share capabilities. Maintaining their own fighter jets would be uneconomical for the three Baltic states, he says.
I believe the economy of scale is present here. If one of the nations is not able to provide the certain capability, then the another nations coming to help us, that is important.
The money saved by the Baltic states through this display of alliance solidarity enables them to contribute to NATO in other ways, such as by providing specialist forces and capabilities in Afghanistan.
We have an air advisory team over there, so already second year we're providing some training for Afghans how to use helicopters Mi-17. So we provide them with training how to maintain them, how to fly them, and of course how to plan the missions.
For Latvia too, it's a smart arrangement that enables it to provide other much-needed capabilities to the alliance.
And these other capabilities basically are linked with the NATO force goals that increase our interoperability with other nation forces, and at the same time provide us with more forces that we can deploy for the operations. And as I illustrated, some of them, like JTAC or explosive ordnance disposal experts, that are quite a significant enabler at the level of the nation like Latvia.
For Captain Jurgaitis, today's training event is a success. His plane was intercepted by Finnish F-18 Hornets, turned towards its base in Lithuania and guided to a safe landing by German F-4 Phantoms. For the current commander of the German contingent, having 6 jets stationed here on a rotational basis is a win-win situation.
We send our aircraft here to fly for a 4-month period, and also very valuable training for us doing that. We get, like you could see on the Bright exercise today, we get to train to interact with different nations that are not only NATO members but Partnership for Peace nations, and obviously with the host nation supports the CSC and Kalevala, and also that is one capability that has a host nation, and they obviously provide that. And that's, I think, it's a win-win situation, especially when you look at the training we have out here and for the training of the men and women of the armed forces of the 3 Baltic states.
But it's not just in the Baltics where alliance members are assisting each other in this way. Italian Eurofighters provide the air defense for Slovenia and Albania. Luxembourg and Iceland too have their skies policed by NATO. With such arrangements, the alliance is trying to balance its political and military needs in difficult economic times. I'm Mike Mühlberger reporting from Šiauliai Air Base in Lithuania.